Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for correcting. I was just looking at you all. So, my name is Khushboo and I am from Infosys. A little bit about me. I wanted to become a doctor. You will know why. Then I went on to study engineering. Then I didn't want to do engineering. Then I went on to study HR, MBA in HR. Then I thought, no, this is also not good. Then I went into analytics and right now I'm there. So let's proceed with today's session, that is human neural networks in an AI world. What does your gut say today, this afternoon? Matar paneer? What does your gut say? Happy, safe? Happy. Well, food is there in the gut, so it's not saying anything right now. Well, we will cover 3 ideas today. How human intuition works like AI. I think since morning we have been hearing little bits about this. Second, where AI ends and human judgment begins. And the third, why the future belongs to leaders who can do both or combine both. The rise of artificial neural networks. I don't want to pay much attention here because we have been sabotaged with the word AI. But let me tell you one thing, AI is just a mirror. What does mirror do? Just reflects as you are. Does it say, hey, you're wearing black, but no, I will reflect white? It never says that. That is how AI is. AI is just a mirror. It reflects what has been given to it. AI performs best in a stable, repeatable environments. Tomorrow there's a pandemic, your AI model, all the algorithms can go for a toss. There's a geopolitical tension, your AI algorithms can go for a toss. So what comes in there? The human, the leadership, and that's where no matter even the best of the AI that exists today, maybe 95% efficient only, but those 5% comes from the humans, the leaders, the decisions we take. Why do you think is there a brain here? Human neural networks. The original intelligence is just here within you. It's a collection of 86 billion neural networks, neural neurons, consisting here that works like any data centers, much efficient than that and much better than that, and much before AI came into the picture. What we think of as a gut instinct is not a magic. Do you think our gut instinct is a magic? Anybody? No. It's not a magic. It's a compressed intelligence that we all have accumulated since the time we were born. You may have seen certain people coming from different parts of the world, different parts of the geography, come with different level of bias, different level of decision-making skills. Why? I am a North Indian brought up in South India. I am very happy with the coconut curry. But as I go into the north, the mustard affects me. Why? Because the data has been the coconut, not the mustard oil. I hope you are able to relate to it. I'm going quickly because Chanchal is doing a great job handling all the sessions. So humans basically are a pre-trained models. Each one of us present here, you are a pre-trained model by your parents, by your manager, by your employees. Have you heard of the fact that you become like how your first manager was, especially your first manager? Why? Because your first manager is your first data point. And as you go, your moms, your dad, all the data points that you collect, you become like them. So life is a training data. Every moment, every idea, everything that you see, you experience. Even today, you're collecting every minutes of data, and tomorrow you may be reflecting the same thing in your organization, in your decisions. The experience is the fine tuning, and instinct is the real-time inference. There's a firefight theory introduced by Gary Klein. So there was a firefighter with his team who barged into a fire that had lost in the kitchen. As soon as the team entered, he had a hunch that something is going to happen. And he shouted, "Everyone get out now!" And within few seconds, the floor collapsed. When people asked, "Why did you shout so?" he said, "It was my gut feeling." But on investigating that fireplace, they got to know that it was not the gut feeling. The water was actually not reacting the way it should with the fire, and the firefighter leader understood that because he was experienced. That is where your gut feeling and your instant reflection saves you. Before machines learned intelligence, humans lived with intelligence. Are you all not intelligent? We all are intelligent. Yes, we take the help of ChatGPT and all the big LLMs that exist today, but they only tell us what we have already fed it. Let's get into the similarities between the AI and the gut instinct. You see the brain and the gut. What do you think is a similarity between AI and the gut instinct? The first one is the speed. Both are at a very good speed. The second and the most important is the pattern recognition. AI has lots of data to see what pattern is it. Humans also have a lot of data. As I said previously, it's all since the time we start seeing, feeling, all our six senses come into picture. But there is one small difference between AI and the gut. Any guess? It's not the bias. Both are biased. I would say even human and the gut instinct is biased. The emotions that we bring onto the table brings the biasness. We might say that, hey, there's something wrong with this partnership just by looking at the body language. There was a discussion in the panel where the panelists told that they just hire just by looking at the body language of the candidate, and if something is on or something is off. As a person whom I hire for my team, I do the same thing, no matter what they see, but there's a past data within me telling, I saw this one reel, how they cheat in the online interviews. I start looking at it. Don't we all have that one past thing running while we are taking a decision? Well, that one difference is humans have the ability to reflect on their bias. Today you took a candidate, you felt something was off, but you still onboarded them. But you go back and reflect on, what did I do? Why did I do? Did I just select the candidate because he was from my village, my state, or my country? Do we all reflect that way? But AI can go haphazard. Remember the instance of Amazon recruiting algorithm where it brutally rejected female resumes. Why? Because the whole historical tech industry relied on male resumes, male profiles. And as soon as it saw female word, it penalized the resume. Until and unless it was a human intervention to see that, why and why is it happening that way? That is where do not give your brain to the data. Instead, take the data, use your brain, and then implicate. That is where the leadership comes into the picture, and that is where the decision skills makes a lot of difference. That is where the people skills, the HR skills, the human resource skills come into the picture. Where AI falls short and humans step in. One case I just gave in of Amazon. The second of hallucination. Do you all hallucinate? Do we all hallucinate? Or right now you are hallucinating, oh, the session is over and I am having a coffee. Well, we all hallucinate, and AI too hallucinates. The only difference is when we hallucinate, we come back. We know to pull ourselves back. But when AI hallucinates, do we call it mad? No, we believe it happily. This happened in 2013. There was a lawyer who drafted all the legal cases with the LLM model, which was precisely good. But when the judge looked at it, all those cases never existed. So from where was AI writing all these things? It was just merely hallucinating. Now imagine if the judge had not intervened. Let's take another 2010 market crash. I'm not sure how many of you all remember, but within 30 minutes, the Dow Jones just plummeted down. Why? Because one algorithm sold, it triggered the next, and there was a ripple effect in the market just because the algorithm started selling, until when a human intervention took place that, hey, nothing can happen within 30 minutes. World is not going to end in 30 minutes, right? A stock market cannot just crash and then it was back. Just go and check on why did 2010 market crash happened. So that is where AI falls short, humans step in. And thanks to AI for putting my imagination into such a beautiful picture. This is where you should use AI to present things. As I said, AI struggles, this is the same thing that I just spoke. Now, gut instinct is not guesswork, it's not emotion. Certain times when our mothers especially tell us something, hey, don't do that because it is wrong. She may not have the relevant data point, but we may tell it, oh, it's your emotional, you're being too loving, you're being too emotional, that's why you're stopping me to go from there. Has it ever happened your mother was telling something and it actually happened when you were just reluctant about it? In fact, best leaders use intuition as hypothesis generator. So your gut instinct should be used to flag the risk. Let the AI give you the output. Use your instinct to flag the risk. Is this right? Whatever the AI is saying me, is it right? When the chat GPT gives you output, do you all bluntly copy paste? I see the smiling faces, some of the smiling faces. Well, you should not, because chat GPT only gives you, or the best of the LLM models only gives you what they already know and what they already have got from the various websites. So use your brain to instantly flag the risk and go to the data to investigate it. I've been hearing the word socialize. Suppose you go into a partnership to sign a deal and you see something was off. Although all the data looks very fine, the company is growing, this is good, every metric is just on point. Have you ever had a hunch when everything is right, something is wrong? Yes, it has always been the case. And when you get that hunch back into your boardroom, your organization, discuss with your people that something is wrong, let's discuss what is happening. And that is where you socialize that idea, investigate more, instantly flag the risk, investigate with the data, and then use the AI to validate that is there really a risk or it's all green and nice. So that is where your gut instinct really brings you closer to the best decision making. To keep it short, AI learns from data and humans learn from life. Do we all agree on this one fact that we learn from life? And that is where experienced professionals are really valuable. Why do we pay to the most experienced person? Because they really have something that we may be lacking. Because they have seen the world more than us. Our grandfathers, our parents, our best managers have seen us, seen the life, seen the organization more than us. But what AI cannot do, the empathy, the responsibility, the wisdom, the little bits that we may miss, AI can do, but then AI, what it cannot do, we all know it can be biased, and we can look into it and actually stop it. So I will leave you with this one big thought: do not give your brain to the data. Instead, use the data and use your brain to take the best decision. With this, I would like to say a very thank you for patiently being here and listening to me. I just wanted to bow a seed in you all that we are also an AI, and AI is here to help us and not take away our jobs. It may take away our jobs, but in the meantime, it's really creating something bigger for us. When the first computers came, we were all scared, what is going to happen? But then came the big IT service giants, which is one of the biggest GDP running, it contributes to the biggest GDP for our country. Maybe next in the future, we have something bigger coming. Little mishap, maybe we are in the wrong generation. But few years down the line, it's all going to stabilize, and AI is not here to take away our jobs, definitely sure. Thank you.